Students, this is the 5th day of our lecture and we are going to study the science subject. In that first lesson we are going to study that is nothing but a living world and classification of the microbes. In that I have told you microbes are very minute organisms that cannot be seen by our naked eyes. To see them we have to observe under them and we have to observe them under the microscope. Now, yesterday we have studied the characteristics of microbes. In that first we have studied the virus. Today we are going to see the bacteria. Bacteria are very minute in size and they cannot be seen by our naked eyes. To see them we have to observe it under the microscope. Whenever you see the size of the bacteria is 1 micrometer to 10 micrometer. So it is very small and it cannot be observed by our naked eyes. Whenever you see bacteria is a single cell. That means it is unicellular. That means a single cell is present in its body and all of the processes are carried out by a single cell. It is independent. That means it is present in the surrounding independently. Or it forms the colonial, that means it forms the groups, or it is present in the form of a colony. Now, they are prokaryotic with cell wall. Whenever you consider the bacteria, they are nothing but prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means not having distinct nucleus. That means the cell of the organism is not having distinct nucleus. Here we have seen that they do not have the nucleus, but they also do not have the cell organelles. That means the cell organelles are upset. Reproduction. Reproduction is a process in which the parent cell gives birth to the new offsprings which are looking same like them or having some variations in them. Whenever you see the reproduction of the bacteria, it is simple binary fission. Simple binary fission means a fission where the parent organism gives rise to two daughter organisms. Therefore, it is called as a binary fission. Binary fission means two. Bi means two. It also grows vigorously in a favorable condition. Now, favorable condition means what? Whenever the surrounding climate is suitable to it for its growth, we call it as a favorable condition. The number of the bacteria doubles in 20 minutes whenever the condition is favorable to it. Examples are nothing but Coccus, Cocobacillia, Bacillus, Vibrio and Spirillum. Whenever you consider Coccus is round in shape, Bacillus it is rod shaped, Vibrio it is comma shaped, Spirillum it is spiral in shape. Now, next microorganism whichever we are considering is nothing but a protozoa. Whenever you consider the protozoa, you might have come from the last lecture that there is examples that are included into the protozoa are nothing but the Paramecium, amoeba, euglena. The size of the protozoan organisms is about 200 micrometer. Now, they are present in soil. That means whenever you test the soil or whenever you observe the soil under the microscope, you see the number of protozoans in it. Some of them, they are present in seawater. Seawater means oceans or marines. Or also the fresh water. Fresh water means the river, ponds or lake water. Some are pathogenic or present as a parasite on the host body. They are pathogenic means very so small in size that they are present as a parasites. Parasites means depending upon the other host body. Next, they are eukaryotes. They are eukaryotes means they are having a definite nucleus in them. They are unicellular organisms means very single cell organisms are there. They have great variation in cell structure. Whenever you consider the cell structure, they are having a great variation. The shape and size and structure of such organism varies very much. Most of them are having a different structure. Organs are there for locomotion. Whenever you consider, there are organs of locomotion. For example, amoeba has a pseudopodia feet. Paramecium has cilia. Euglena has whip-like structure which is called as a flagella. So all these organs are for locomotion. And modes of nutrition. There are various modes of nutrition in case of a protozoa. Some are autotrophic, some are heterotrophic, some are saprophyte. Like reproduction is by binary fission. Whenever you see their reproduction is by binary fission, that means they are reproducing their young ones into two numbers, which is similar to the cell division. This process is very similar to the cell division. Next comes the examples of the protozoa that are nothing but amoeba, paramecium, which are very free living, and amoeba, histolytica, which causes amoebiasis, Plasmodium vivax, which causes malaria, Euglena, which is nothing but heterotrophic. The next microbes are nothing but fungi. Fungi, whenever you see or we observe it on the bread, or you can say bhakri, we keep it for 2 to 3 days and keep it in a container for 2 to 3 days, and if we close the lid, then we find a fine tuft comes on it, and if we take the thread of it and if we observe that, we will see the structure of the fungi. The fungi is about the size 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. Whenever you see the characteristics of microbes, it is nothing but that eukaryotic unicellular. That means it is having distinct nucleus. Whenever you see each thread of the fungi, you find their nucleus. So it is having a definite nucleus, but it is a unicellular. Unicellular means having a single cell. Some species are visible with naked eyes. Whenever you see the thread-like structures or the fungi, some of them are very visible, some of them are not visible to our naked eyes. They are saprotrophic. They are also saprotrophic because they feed on decaying organism matter by absorption. That means they are feeding on a decaying material, or you can say the material which is dead on that organisms or on that parts. They are feeding. And how they are feeding? They are absorbing the nutrients from the dead organisms. Sexual reproduction or asexual reproduction by binary fission or budding. They do the reproduction by sexual or asexual means. And how it is done? This reproduction is done by binary fission or budding. Before going to this point, we know that reproduction is a process in which the parent cells produce the organisms which are same like them, or produce the offsprings which are same like them. Now, here whenever you see that there are both the reproduction that are nothing but a sexual and asexual. Now first we will consider what is meant by sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is a process in which the sexual organs are used by an organism. Whenever you see there is more variations into the offsprings, and this process is a very long process, and that whenever you see in the asexual reproduction, this process is carried out without the sex organs, and you see only minor variations in the offsprings than that of the parents, and it is a very rapid process. This process takes place in an somatic cells and sexual reproduction takes place in an germ cells. Now, they are reproducing by binary fission. Binary fission means whenever the organism produces same like them or offspring same like them but two in number, that is called as a binary fission. And budding, here the organism produces the bud, or you can say chain of buds, that in case of a hydra, or you see in case of a yeast, here the budding is seed. Now the examples are nothing but Baker's yeast, Candida, mushroom. Whenever you see, these are the types of the fungi whichever are present in this environment. The next comes algae. Algae is nothing but in size 10 micrometer to 100 micrometer. They are aquatic. Aquatic means present in water. They are eukaryotic. They are eukaryotic means they are having a definite nucleus in their cell. Unicellular means a single cell is performing all of the activities into the body. Autotrophic means preparing their food by their own. Photosynthesizing organisms having chloroplast. These are the photosynthesizing organisms. That means they are doing the photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process is a process in which the water and carbon dioxide react with each other in presence of a sunlight and chloroplast, and the food is prepared. Examples: Chlorella and Chlamydomonas.